There's a difference between being good and being feared. Buakaw wasn't just good, he was terrifying. His kicks didn't just hurt, they ended careers. One shin to your leg and you'd spend the next 6 months wondering if you ever walked the same again. From 2004 to 2012, Buakaw walked through K1 like a natural disaster. Champions fell, prospects crumbled, and anyone who thought they could intimidate him, they learned the hard way. Today, I'm breaking down 5 fights that prove why Buakaw was the most dangerous man in kickboxing history. Let's start with the fight that made Japan go silent. Fight number 1, Buakaw versus Masato. Breaking Japan's heart, Buakaw Banchamek versus Masato. For those who don't know, Masato wasn't just a fighter, he was Japan's golden boy, the hometown hero, the crowd favorite. When he walked into the Yokohama arena that night, 20,000 Japanese fans were screaming his name. They believed Masato could beat the Thai legend. They were wrong. From the opening bell, this was a war. Both men came forward throwing everything. No defense, no hesitation, just pure violence. But Buakaw had a plan. Every time Masato tried to close the distance, Buakaw slammed a low kick into his lead leg. By round 2, you could see it. Masato's stance started to shift. His movement slowed down, that leg was done. And then Buakaw decided it was over. In the 3rd round, Buakaw landed a left hook to the body that folded Masato in half. The referee stepped in. 20,000 Japanese fans sat in silence. Their hero had just been dismantled by a man who made it look easy. Buakaw didn't celebrate. He didn't showboat. He just bowed and walked away. But breaking Japan's heart was just the beginning. His next fight was against a man who thought he could outsmart him. Fight number 2, Buakaw versus Albert Kraus, Thai clinician versus Dutch power. Albert Kraus was a problem. He was a former K1 Max champion, a Dutch kickboxing specialist with devastating knockout power. He put multiple fighters to sleep with one punch. When Buakaw faced him in 2009, this wasn't just a fight. It was a clash of styles. Muay Thai precision versus Dutch aggression. Kraus came out swinging. He wanted to overwhelm Buakaw early, but Buakaw stayed calm. Every time Kraus stepped forward, Buakaw met him with a teep to the body or a low kick to the leg. He wasn't trying to knock Kraus out. He was trying to break him down piece by piece.
Абсолютно одинакового роста, по крайней мере по нашим данным.
By round 3, Kraus was breathing heavy. His punches were slower, his movement was limited, but he was tough. He kept coming forward, the fight went the distance. It ended in a draw, so they added an extra round to decide the winner.
Ну, посмотрите, спокойненько Buakaw работал 2-м номером и вот так вот отвечал.
Both men dug deep. Kraus threw everything he had. Buakaw answered with precision. Low kicks, knees in the clinch, body shots that made Kraus wince. When the final bell rang, most people thought Buakaw had done enough to win. The judges disagreed and called it a draw again. But here's the thing, Buakaw didn't need the judges to know he'd won.
Да, Buakaw пор промок, выходит победителем. Из этого действительно...
Kraus limped out of that ring. Buakaw walked, that's the difference. Next up was a fighter who thought he could clown Buakaw. Fight number 3, Buakaw versus Yasuhiro Kido. Yasuhiro Kido made a critical error. He thought he could make Buakaw look bad. He came into the fight doing flashy movements, taunting, trying to turn it into a performance. Buakaw didn't appreciate that.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting over the blue corner, 40 years of age.
From the opening bell, you could see it in Buakaw's eyes. Buakaw walked him down like a predator, stalking wounded prey. He threw hooks to the body, knees in the clinch, and punishing low kicks.
Is supposed to be doing if he wants to have a chance at beating Buakaw tonight. Good move there to the midsection by Buakaw. Boxing as well.
Oh! And then came the headbutt. It wasn't intentional. They clashed heads during an exchange, and it opened a nasty cut above Kido's eye.
Pushing forward, left knee to the body after a right hand. Oh, clash of heads. Oh no!
Blood poured down his face, but Buakaw didn't care. He kept pressing, kept throwing. Kido tried to survive, tried to hold, tried to buy time. It didn't matter. Buakaw was in destroy mode. The referee eventually stopped it. The cut was too severe. Officially, the fight was ruled a draw due to the accidental headbutt, but everyone watching knew the truth. Buakaw had beaten the disrespect out of him, but his next opponent wasn't some flashy showman. He was a young, hungry lion looking to make a name. Fight number 4, Buakaw versus Minoru Kimura. Minoru Kimura was everything you'd want in a young prospect. Fast, powerful, aggressive. He had the speed to blitz older fighters and the power to put them away early. When he stepped in against Buakaw, he came with a game plan, overwhelmed the veteran before he can settle in. From the first bell, Minoru was throwing heat. Fast combinations, hard low kicks. He was trying to shock Buakaw, and for a moment it looked like it might work. Minoru landed clean shots. He was moving well, he was making Buakaw work. Buakaw stayed patient, he absorbed the early pressure, he let Minoru punch himself out. And when Minoru's output started to drop, Buakaw went to work. He started walking forward, cutting off the ring. Landing heavy body shots that made Minoru's face tighten. And then in the second round, Buakaw landed the shot. A straight right hand followed by a brutal knee to the body. Minoru crumpled. The referee stepped in. Fight over. Youth and speed are great, but experience and power, that wins every time. Kimura learned a hard lesson that night. When you step in with a legend, you better be ready for war. But the final fight on this list is the one that showed Buakaw at his absolute cruelest. Fight number 5, Buakaw versus Kota Kimura, Japan's young superstar and teenage heartthrob. Kota Kimura was everything Japanese fans loved, handsome, charismatic, skilled, and he had an army of female fans screaming his name at every fight. When Buakaw stepped in against Kota Kimura, it was supposed to be the passing of the torch. The old guard versus the new generation. Japan wanted Kota Kimura to win. They needed their golden boy to dethrone the Thai king. Buakaw had other plans.
Fans are going absolutely crazy here.
From the start, Kota Kimura tried to use movement and angles to frustrate Buakaw. He'd dart in, throw a combination, and dart back out.
And also picking up the Toyota Marathon Championship as well.
It worked for a while. Buakaw couldn't catch him, but Buakaw didn't chase, he just waited.
Spinning back kick from
nice.
Got that. Just a little bit too low, but it's fired up Buakaw. Not sure if that's a good thing.
In the third round, Kota Kimura came in with a combination. Buakaw slipped it and fired back with a knee that landed clean on Kota Kimura's chin.
Referee having a good look at him. Knee from Buakaw. This is what the crowd wants to see. Open flurry here for Buakaw.
Kota Kimura went stiff and collapsed. The arena went silent. Japan's golden boy was lying on the canvas. Buakaw stood over him emotionless. Buakaw had just broken the hearts of thousands of teenage girls and Japanese fight fans, and he didn't care. That's what legends do. They don't care about your feelings, they care about winning. 5 fights, 5 opponents, 5 different styles, and the result was always the same. Buakaw walked in, Buakaw destroyed, Buakaw walked out. From 2004 to 2012, he didn't just beat people, he broke them, because that's what Buakaw did. He didn't just win fights, he ended dreams. Buakaw Banchamek was the most feared fighter in K1 history, but he wasn't the only killer in the ring. I just broke down the best fighters in Muay Thai history. Click the video on your screen right now, I'll see you there.